Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This week we have a great matchup. We have the Cavaliers versus
the Chicago Bulls. Going to be great offensive battle. Defensive, They're not that much of a defensive teams, so
but still gonna be a great game.
Yeah. So let's check out our stats of our team leaders.
We have LeBron leading with 26.1 points per game. He has 7.4 assists and 1.5 steals, doing a fantastic job all around. And then we have Kevin Love, who has 10.5 rebounds per game, which is awesome, especially for an offensive player.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of his big things. Next, we have Jimmy Butler, which is averaging 20.6 points per game and 1.8 steals. This is great for him because he's usually a defensive-minded player. Next, we have Pau Gasol, which is doing a great job for the Chicago Bulls, getting 12 rebounds per game and 2.2 blocks. All right, let's jump into it, guys.
All right, here we go.
Tip-off. The illustrious Bulls. Shouldn't have took that shot, but Pau should have got that. Pow!
Jig, throw me a soda. I should have took that shot.
That was a shot you could have got.
Normally. Not Kurt. You know, he used to be a Wizard.
Yep.
He's a very dirty player. That was weird. Here we go. Irving!
Whatevs.
Shooter.
Definitely need to focus on the Bulls' strengths, which is this year is more offensively, but, you know.
Actually, they're number one in defense.
Actually, they're not.
It said on this thing that they were earlier.
No, they're not in the actual world.
I know, but as of...
They actually have the least defensive team.
Really?
One of the least defensive teams
It's
this year.
crazy because they have the monster fish guy.
Well, he's actually been hurt this
That's
year,
right, yeah,
so
that's why he's been...
he hasn't been able to
put up as good of numbers.
Yep. But you've had Pau Gasol. There we go.
Pau's been doing a fantastic
He has
job.
an average of 12 rebounds a game, which is ridiculous.
Gotta love me some Love.
Which Love had a really good game the other night. He had 24 points, which people were thinking he was on the downswing because one game he only had 5. So
I could see him definitely opting out because I don't think this is all working.
Well, I think it's finally starting to click.
If it gets better throughout the season, I think he'll stay. Only if LeBron stays.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, I think LeBron's going to stay for a while. They're on a 12 or 13 game winning streak.
They lost last night.
They lost last night?
Pretty sure.
No, I think they won last night.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they did win last night. They played the Clippers.
I got something on ESPN saying some teams, like 12 or 13 game winning streak, was snapped.
Oh, they must have been then. See, we're up on our our news. But I watched the Rockets Bulls game the other night, and
that was a good one.
The Rockets demolished the Bulls.
That was sweet, man. Once the Rockets have everybody going, they're a hard team to beat.
The thing that's plaguing the Bulls is their defense. They're allowing way too many points, unlike they have in the recent years, which they led. They were first and second the last few years in defense, and that's the big thing for them is their defense.
Was Howard back? I don't think Howard's back yet.
I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing him play, but it's just all of these things, and then Derrick Rose, he's not putting up numbers like he used to.
Well, he has to play cautiously now.
Which, of course, and he's pretty much had 3 seasons without, being on the court, and that takes a lot out of a player.
Oh yeah.
But he's taking shots that he shouldn't be taking.
Yeah.
He's taking a lot of 3-point shots, which he's not that great of a 3-point shooter, and it's just leaving a lot to be asked for with his playing, and it's turning over to where it was pretty. It's turning over where Jimmy Butler has to do so much.
Nope.
And I didn't shoot it off before anyway. Jimmy Butler's having to do so much on both sides that it's not where he can, be effective. he's focused a lot more on offense this year, but he hasn't done a lot on defense. And he's even taken the blame himself. He said, defensively, I could be a lot better because I've been focusing on offense so much. It's really hard to go from one part of the court and be dominant and then go on the other side and still be. He's like, if you focus on both of them, you can't have enough energy to be, be productive on both sides.
Well, since we're playing as good Pat, as the Bull, like what factors do you think is going to play a key role in this game?
My big factor is going to be Jimmy Butler for the Bulls. I think that's going to be.
We're taking threes.
I need to stop doing that. Jimmy Butler is going to be huge. Pau Gasol is going to be huge on the defensive end. I think that's going to be where they're going to get the game. If Joakim Noah, which he seemed a lot healthier than he had earlier in the season to me during the game with the Rockets, if he comes out and plays the way he has in the past when Derrick Rose was hurt, then he's going to really up the ante for the Bulls. If Derrick Rose will stop taking shots that he can't make, then he will be a lot better and go into the paint and just be effective there. One thing that I saw that the Bulls doing is taking a lot of jumper shots, not attacking the paint, just taking mid-range jumpers.
And any NBA team will gladly
let you take
those mid-court jumpers all
because
day long.
You're going to have to focus more on hitting the backboard to try to get your shot in, and that, when you get down to it, is not going to win your game.
Yeah.
The other team is going to let you take that shot all the time.
That's what they do with the Wizards a lot of the times, and that's what John Wall and Bradley Bill's focused on, getting their mid jumpers to get them to fall, which is why they've been doing pretty good offensively this year.
Yeah, it's just really hard because you have to focus on that shot so much. There we go. But I think if the Bulls will start focusing on defense and attacking the paint, then they'll be a lot more effective. Yeah. The Cavs, though, have started clicking a lot better between Kyrie Irving and LeBron. It's just so much better than it had been at the beginning, because I think they were clashing on their play style, because LeBron is a very dominant player when he's on the court and he wants the ball. And I think it's proving now that playing with the Heat was one thing, playing with the Cavs is totally different, because Kyrie can produce a lot more than D-Wade could, because D-Wade is on the back end of his career. And that has a lot of things saying, because Kyrie Irving is in prime time.
And the prime of his career.
Yeah. And it's just something totally different to watch. There we go, Gasol. See, that's one thing I like Gasol. He can just be right there and turn around and bang.
Yeah, he doesn't have to drive the paint. If you pass it to him and he's, close to the paint at least, he'll do pretty good.
There we go. Got that block.
But I think the biggest thing about this game is going to come down to your bigger players. Like, I think LeBron is going to have to do a lot in this game, and if Kevin Love keeps going up like he's been doing, I think he can have some big key moments in the game. But when you have LeBron on your team, like he's talked about, if it helps sitting on the bench, if it helps making his team better.
Which that was more of a metaphor that he's willing to do anything for the team to win. And I think that kind of dedication that he has now is something that he didn't have when he was in Miami.
Yes.
Because
he wants his team to do good, because this is where he's from.
Exactly. And that's something I really like seeing from him, is that he cares. There we go. See, and that's one thing with Jimmy Butler. He knows how to finish. He knows how to finish when he goes up for a layup. And that's one thing I would like. I compare him to LeBron in that way because he does know how to get in the paint and score.
But like I was saying earlier, my big people to watch is going to be Kyrie and LeBron because they have been melding like lately so well that they're like there was that huge alley-oop that Kyrie and LeBron had a couple days ago. They're getting that timing together, and once they start, really melding with each other, it's gonna be
nice to see. It's gonna be how Kobe and Shaquille O'Neal used to play. Oh, I was totally thought I was the other team for a second there.
It happens.
There we go. A little nice layup from Heinrich, which he's actually starting now because one of the players has been hurt on the Bulls. I can't remember his name, but
I should have won now.
No. Yes. And there you go. That's a little pop and go.
I didn't even know what happened.
One thing I do not like about this camera is the flip on it, but I do like it when you have the ball that it's facing the way you need to go towards the goal. See, his free throw rating has went down for some reason, but LeBron has such a smooth motion in the free throw that it's so easy to pick up from anybody.
Oh yeah.
Which did you read where Kevin Durant is issuing a challenge for anyone?
And I like that, but I mean, I know he's not extremely deserving of this spot this year.
Well,
but I mean, he's a great player, and I mean, I think that if he didn't make it to the All-Star game, that it wouldn't be nearly as good. Because you want it's not about who's doing great this year. It's about the votes, and if you're a popular person,
you'll get in,
and you're a great player, you'll get in, which is why he's in.
Oh, I could have turned a totally opposite way. What he's doing is he's challenging anyone.
If you want a spot,
if you want a spot on the All-Star team, he will give it to you if you beat him on a one-on-one game. And what I would love to see is Damian Lillard take up that challenge. It could possibly turn out in a bad way.
In that matchup, I see KD taking it.
Oh yeah, KD is definitely on isolation plays. KD is very, very.
He's
powerful.
very good at creating his own shot, and I'm not saying that Lillard isn't.
But it's something totally different when he was the MVP last year for a reason.
Because he's such a pure scorer. I like that matchup. Oh, couldn't exploit it.
Why would you like that matchup? He's one of the best defenders.
He's slower than LeBron. I could have gotten around him if that other guy wouldn't have been there.
He is slower, but he has that reach and he has determination to get into places. You getting that reach-in foul right there. Boy, you better back up. Which Gibson is having a very great year this year for the Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
Mid-range jumpers, my friend. Mid-range jumpers.
Get you every time.
Yep. It is a good game so far.
I see it going like this. I think what's been ailing the Bulls on defense, I think they're going to start trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I think with Butler admitting, well, it isn't just him.
It's the whole team defensively.
It's the whole team because before then, the Bulls were the top, and that's not just because Butler's not doing it, and he is an A-grade defender. There's no way around it. But when Noah picks up his pace again, it's going to be easier for them to focus on both sides of the court.
Exactly.
And I think
because Joakim Noah is not a grade A scorer. He can score, he can get down to the paint and get dirty and everything, but he is a defensive specialist. He gets those rebounds. He does exactly what you need him to do. Pick and roll me. How'd that work out for you? Oh no!
Perfect. Just like that.
Because you weren't even going for that. You lucked up that my guy, I pulled the wrong guy.
Well.
You got lucky. You got lucky.
Oh well. But you see, going into the fourth, it's not a far lead. That's something that's really going to happen in this game. I don't think it's going to be a big thing if the Bulls play the way they should. And that's one of the big things that they need to focus on, is playing like the Bulls.
Exactly. And I think they'll get around to it. I mean, they're
doing well in the East, but if the teams that were in the East were in the West, they would not be as high up in the rankings, I think. Look at that foul. That was a flagrant. He threw him down.
I get dirty sometimes.
There we go. Which, last week, the Hawks actually defeated the Golden State Warriors.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
I didn't either. I didn't get to see the game because it wasn't even televised for some reason.
That was horrible.
That was a nice little move. But I'm glad the Hawks won.
Yeah, I'm happy for the Hawks this year. I mean, I know they're in my division and everything, but I do like them.
Yeah, they're playing great team basketball, and I think that's the key that's going to possibly win it for them. And I had mentioned to you that I could see the Cavs coming back and winning.
Yeah, because what got me thinking is when you
the
said
East,
that,
win the East.
Is that you said that, and I saw that they lost. Because I'm pretty sure that they lost. Because I remember you saying that.
What are you doing, Jimmy Butler?
So I'm pretty sure they lost. We could check and make sure, but
I'll put an annotation in the video.
They did actually lose.
Well, even like on when you said the Wizards were second in last week's video, I was like, no, they're Toronto's second.
Yeah, I forgot because we had lost that little game right there.
The Wizards lost twice to the Hornets, didn't they?
Yeah, back to back.
Which is
very not like them, because like we're on our worst streak of the season right now. Which I mean, it comes with every team. It happens to every. Look out there.
Like I'm saying, Butler is going to be key.
Oh, I know.
Either on defense, if he focuses on defense and locks down LeBron, which is one of the hardest things to do in this game, in any game, is guard LeBron. He's like KD. He's like Westbrook. I hate guarding Westbrook.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that quickness, that power, that court vision that he has. That's just ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And his IQ, his basketball IQ is so high that makes him, such a danger on the court. And right there, just creating space. That is one thing he's always been great at, is creating that space against the defender. And there we go. That shouldn't have happened, but
not even close.
He had a defender right in his face. But if Varejao, he's still out, but if Varejao was in, that would definitely give Cavs a bigger edge in the defense. No one not doing his daggum job. Pow! But I think we discount Love so much because he hasn't had
a great year at all.
He's definitely not.
He's coming into his own on that team. He's definitely getting to where he needs to be.
When you think about it, he has become Chris Bosh. That's what it really has. He's become Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
And in the big three, Chris Bosh gave up all of his duties as a scorer. Like he was an option and everything, but he was not a main option like LeBron was, then D Wade. He was there for defensive and screens and that type deal.
That shouldn't have happened.
No, it shouldn't have.
That guy's a horrible at blocking. Alright. This is the second week in a row that Robbie will be losing. Well, technically.
The third week in a row.
Yeah. Except for when we kept playing the Warriors and Hawks and I beat you 2 times.
That
and
doesn't
the one
matter.
time we actually recorded it.
That doesn't
you
matter,
actually
man.
won.
You're never
No, it
going to win.
can't.
You're never going to
It's
win.
gonna happen.
This is fourth quarter, Robbie.
Yeah, shut up, Nick. Nick.
Oh.
Nobody really likes you. I'm just kidding. We like you.
Oh, closing in. Bang. That's how you do it. You just close it out with them hairy armpits. Alright. Get in his face, man. There you go. That's fine. Val Brooks, he's a good shooter. And one thing about the bench for the Bulls is
It's deeper, I feel
it's
like.
a lot better than it has been in the past.
I feel like it's deeper than
Than the Cavs. I would agree with you right there. Oh, God, what is his name?
Get the ball!
Thank you for giving me another chance to score. J.R. Smith is a very good player for... Good player for the Cavaliers. And there you have it.
There you go, guys.
My prediction is the Cavaliers will win the game.
I think this is the Bulls' redemption.
From what I saw the other night against the Rockets, I don't think the Bulls have it in them at the moment, unless they do some major retooling.
I'm just wanting to make it interesting. I'm picking against you. I feel like the Cavs are going to win, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going to go Bulls. I'm going to say 105 to 97.
What's yours was last week.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. I'm going to go Cavaliers, and I'm going to say 115 to 112. I'm going to say it's a close game.
Close game.
And I'm going to say it's majorly offensive. And as you see right now, you see the player of the game is Jimmy Butler because he is such a scoring threat. Because D Rose right now is getting back his mojo, in my opinion. And when you're out that long, it takes a while to get back into the game. That's just how it is. Just think about if you didn't walk for 3 years and you finally could. And that,
get your feet under you.
You got to take a while to get used to it. So I'm saying that's going to be that. But thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
If you want to, we have 4 different podcasts out.
Which you can check all on the nerdcavenetwork.com or iTunes. Just look at Nerd Cave Network, NCN.
Hit us up, guys. Thank you for watching. We love you.
Stay classy.
Later.
Stay classy.
Later.
Stay classy.